Hello and welcome to Newsroom Series today. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Thank you for joining us as we bring you what's happening from across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. However, today our focus is the Southwest region. A day after President Bola Tinubu charged Benue State Governor Hassan Alia to commence reconciliation and dialogue over the recent attacks in the state, the governor has taken up the challenge, saying he will do anything to achieve peace there. The governor, who was speaking on our breakfast program, The Morning Brief, is also calling on the residents to remain calm and vigilant as security forces work to contain the threat. Governor Alia, however, restated his earlier position that the attackers are invaders from neighboring countries who are driven solely and largely by the motives of grabbing land.
Now, what we experience generally is the herds are not being brought, but those who are in the front lines fighting out here only carry AK-47 and AK-49. What are their aims? They come in, as they don't even come with cows, they attack, they kill, and then after 1 or 2 weeks, a number of people now come back to occupy. What we are understanding on the ground is, it's a very simple equation. A thief would not just come to a community unless there's someone within the community who leads him to your house or within the community. I believe that's the basic. So what we now understand is, we share borders with the Cameroon, with Taraba, with Nasarawa. The areas where Kwande were having their own attacks were said to be those who came in from the axis of the Cameroon. Now, what we knew was they were not necessarily Nigerians speaking the Hausa we know, or the Fulani we hear a bit of. When you come to the axis of Nasarawa, this is where we're having a lot of challenges. There are a number of havens within the Nasarawa state, and there are routes where these people come through. So anytime they are shifted out from Benue, like what you see now is, if someone describes it as a reprisal, we wouldn't say no to that. Because I spoke with the governor of Nasarawa trying to see how we can synergize, and if he has any new facts that we don't have here, we can apply them. And what he told us was he got some intel that the terrorists were coming through his state into Benue. And when I told him that, no, the havoc was already caused here at Yelwata in Benue, then he said probably they came, made a touchdown in Yelwata, and were going back, because he said that one woman was also macheted in Nasarawa state. And then they found their ways out again.
Continuing with our top stories before we get to Newsroom Series and the Southwest region on today's edition, Justice Halilu Yusuf of the Federal Capital Territory High Court has granted bail at 2 billion naira to a former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele. Justice Yusuf granted the bail after Mr. Emefiele was arraigned on an 8-count charge in which he is accused of, among other things, unlawfully acquiring a housing estate comprising 753 units, allegedly stealing and taking control of billions of naira in proxy accounts. In the ruling, Justice Yusuf noted that Emefiele had been granted bail in 3 other central criminal cases pending against him, and that there was no evidence he'd jumped bail. He then proceeded to admit him to bail on the condition that he must produce 2 sureties who must own property worth 2 billion naira in either Asokoro, Maitama, or Wuse 2 within the jurisdiction of the court. Justice Yusuf ordered Emefiele to submit his travel documents to the court and directed that he must perfect the bail by Wednesday, failing which he will be remanded in custody. The ruling was on the bail application moved by his lawyer, Matthew Burka, which was not objected to by prosecuting lawyer, Rotimi Oyedepo, who urged the court to impose additional conditions different from the ones earlier given by the other courts. Also, to another case where Justice Mohammed Umar of the Federal High Court, Abuja, has rejected a request by the federal government to have Senator Natasha Akpoti-Oduaghan arrested for failing to appear for the start of an alleged defamation case against her. The judge gave this ruling after the government counsel, David Kaswe, admitted that he served the charge on her lawyer that same morning in the courtroom. The federal government is prosecuting Senator Natasha on behalf of the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, and former Kogi Governor Yahaya Bello. At the day's proceedings, the prosecuting counsel told the court that the matter was for arraignment, but that the defendant was not in court. The judge disagreed with the prosecution's argument that as her legal counsel had been served, it was only expected that she was aware of her pending arraignment. Now, what happened, Justice Umar says, as the Kogi Central Senator had not previously been served the charge or hearing notice, it was therefore inconceivable that she will be present in the court. He, on that premise, refused the prosecution's application for a bench arrest warrant. Following the court's ruling, the prosecution then applied for substituted service of the charge on Senator Natasha through her counsel, Johnson Osun. The application was granted by the court, which then fixed June the 30th for her arraignment. The case at the Federal High Court is similar to that currently pending at the High Court of the FCT, where Senator Natasha Akpoti-Oduaghan had alleged on a live television program that Senate President Godswill Akpabio and former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello are plotting her assassination. The Nigerian government, through the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, had instituted the lawsuit bordering on defamation against the senator. Now let's bring you up to speed with news from the southwest region of the country. Nigeria must realign its processes to foster a comprehensive system-wide transformation that harmonizes policies, partnerships, and platforms, thereby unlocking opportunities for millions of its youth. The Managing Director of the Bank of Industry, Mr. Olasupo Olusi, emphasized this at the Obafemi Awolowo University Inaugural Award of Excellence in Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development. During his keynote address, he highlighted that the federal government, through the Bank of Industry, has launched various initiatives aimed at revitalizing the aspiration of Nigerian youth and restoring their confidence to pursue their dreams. He expressed optimism that Nigeria can achieve a $1 trillion economy with a notable industrialization index.
Returning to the familiar grounds of Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife, Osun State, holds a special significance for the Managing Director of the Bank of Industry, Mr. Olasupo Olusi. He received his early education right here within the university community. The large turnout at the maiden edition of the Award of Excellence in Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development underscores the event's significance. National development takes center stage as the initiative aims to bridge the gap between town and gown, creating a platform for academia and industry to converge for mutual advancement.
This event reflects our renewed dedication to building a vibrant ecosystem that supports innovative thinking, research-based solutions, and entrepreneurial mindsets, particularly among our students. In this era, when societies thrive on solutions and not slogans, universities must stand as engines of transformation, places where knowledge meets application and where creativity drives national development.
In his lecture, Mr. Olusi emphasized the need for Nigeria to look inward, leveraging technology, supportive government policies, and collaborative ecosystems to unlock potential across the value chain. He stresses the importance of aligning skills development, financing, infrastructure, and regulatory support for sustainable growth.
To embrace the fourth industrial revolution, we must overhaul our skills pipeline. We must integrate coding, mechatronics, digital design, and entrepreneurship into our curriculum from secondary school upwards. We must fund STEM programs, innovation labs, and build industry partnerships. And we must bring private sector, academia, and DFIs together to align training with real-world needs.
He encourages Nigerians, especially the youth, to tap into the vast opportunities provided by the Bank of Industry, the country's largest development finance institution. According to him, BOI remains a catalyst for enterprise growth, policy innovation, and youth empowerment across the industrial landscape.
We've introduced the Graduate Entrepreneurship Fund in partnership with the NYSC, helping fresh graduates transform their business ideas into bankable ventures. BOI has invested in innovation hubs across Nigerian universities and communities. These spaces support idea incubation, co-working, STEM research, and entrepreneurship training.
The Minister of Youth, Mr. Ayodele Olawande, and the Minister of State for Industry, Mr. John Eno, also lent their voices to the call for stronger engagement. They emphasized that the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu's administration can be actualized through entrepreneurship using platforms such as those provided by BOI.
This is the kind of country we want, whereby the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria recognizes the edge that can really transform and give the renewed hope to the country.
The future of our country belongs to industry, belongs to entrepreneurship. It doesn't belong in government or government-paid jobs.
Olusi also revealed that the federal government is working towards establishing a youth bank, a specialized institution focused solely on entrepreneurship support for startups and scaling small businesses. Bukola Oriowo, Channels Television News.
And now our attention turns to the health sector, where reversing medical tourism and brain drain requires active collaboration of diaspora and elite, government at all levels, institutions, and all relevant stakeholders. That formed the submission of policymakers, technocrats, and the medical community at the University College Hospital, Ibadan, where alumni of the College of Medicine donated hostel facilities for the school to boost medical training processes. The governors of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, and his Enugu State counterpart, Peter Mba, who led other dignitaries, noted that medical tourism and brain drain in the medical sector could only be reversed with the support of the private sector to drive initiatives that can stabilize the health sector in the country.
Representatives of the Oyo and Enugu State governors, as well as the ministers of Education and Health, are at the University College Hospital, Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, to rally more support against medical tourism. The high-level delegation are in Nigeria's premier teaching hospital to witness the commissioning of a hostel accommodation for medical students. For a teaching hospital that has been in the news for negative reasons in recent times, this is described as a positive development.
As a nation confronted ourselves with
appeals are made to medical experts of Nigerian extraction in the diaspora to consider deploying their skills and expertise to boost the health sector in a bid to reverse medical tourism.
What we need to do is to work together, those of us who serve, those of you that provide the skills and education, business communities, to work together to expand the facilities so that more people can be trained. If the Western world brought us education in the first place, if we are paying them back by exploiting our talents to help them, I have no problems with that. What I have problems is our lack of opportunity to train more people, lack of opportunity to train more people.
In separate messages, the Ministers of Education, Mr. Tunji Alausa, and that of Health, Professor Mohammed Ali Pate, who were represented, notes that the commendable feat of boosting health education should be ablated to rebrand the health sector for effectiveness, efficiency, improved access and affordability across Nigerian communities.
It's a symbol of unwavering commitment to the growth of our healthcare system and a powerful testament to the enduring values of philanthropy, patriotism, and service to humanity. This hostel will undoubtedly enhance the welfare, the comfort, and academic success of countless students and medical professionals who will pass through this hall of usage in years to come.
This hostel is the right project in the right direction in complementing the effort of the university and federal government in upgrading the facilities required by the students. Therefore, I want to use this opportunity to call on other alumni members of this great institution to emulate Dr. Philip Ozua to come and support their alma mater to upgrade the facilities in the universities and the training hospitals, that is UCH, to retain its place, its pride of place as one of the best citadel of learning on the continent.
The medical students' hostel was donated by a member of the 1985 alumni of the College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, by a renowned health professional based in the United States, Dr. Philip Ozua, as part of the association's anniversary celebrations. Chairman, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Mrs. Abike Dabiri-Erewa, believes such efforts, as well as collaborations between diaspora and local practitioners, can change the face of Nigeria's health sector.
Dr. Ozua, thank you for what you've done here today. It's about confidence in ourselves. It's about hope in ourselves. It's about saying that the best is here in Nigeria, and you've come back to train more people, to give support to them, and to ensure that more of you get better in life. And I want to appeal to all our diaspora brothers and sisters, emulate what Dr. Ozua has done. Emulate what the alumni have done. Imagine every alumni or everybody goes back and gives something back. Nigeria will be a better place. So my message is very simple. Nigerians at home, work with Nigerians in the diaspora to build this great country of ours. No matter how far you go, you're coming back home.
In his brief remarks, the Vice-Chancellor, University of Ibadan, Professor Kayode Adebowale, notes that having a comfortable, secure and conducive living environment is not a luxury but a necessity and is a critical component of academic success.
And if you don't have this, we cannot increase the number. We know what is happening all over the world, particularly in Nigeria. Everybody knows about the usual Japa syndrome. People enter the boat of Japa outside Nigeria. So we have, when you look at the ratio, of doctors to patients, you will see that it's quite large. So when we have this, we will be able to, increase, the number, our quota, for medical students at the University of Ibadan.
The university community calls on other well-meaning Nigerians in the health sector to give back as a way of providing hope for the younger generation.
Some residents of different communities in Kelebe area off Oshogbo Irabiji Road in Osun State have appealed to Governor Ademola Adeleke to intervene on the conditions of their roads in their areas, portraying their appeal, or rather demonstrating their appeal, with different messages on placards during a peaceful rally. They lamented that they faced the worst transportation challenges during the rainy period. They also spoke on their previous efforts to remedy the situation and equally acknowledged impressive infrastructural projects by Governor Ademola Adeleke at different parts of the town, but also want the governor to extend the same gesture to other areas. They expressed dismay that rainfall will further make the condition of those roads degenerate if not attended to by the government. They also note that the communities, which are about 25 in number, comprise more than 5,000 houses with thousands more of residents.
We have gathered here today to appeal to the state government for intervention on the repairs of our road. As you can see, the road leads to many communities. That is the road from Oluomo Junction to Asman area. That is off New Iragbiji Road, Kelebe. The road connects about 25 communities. And for some time, within the community, we have made a series of efforts to make some repairs. At least twice a year, we use our own resources to grade the road.
The deplorable state of our road in this community is very, very alarming. In fact, to even get your Okada to this community, especially during rainy season, is you can't even get Okada. Some people that don't have means of transportation that rely on Okada to take them out or in, they find it difficult to get Okada.
The Ogun State government has unveiled two transformative initiatives aimed at preventing plastic pollution and championing a circular economy, that is a circular economy, while creating opportunities for people in the business value chain through community and household aggregation of plastics. At the event hosted at the Owu Palace in Abeokuta, the state capital, participants called for global action to beat the menace of plastic pollution with local innovation and practical commitment to enhancing the potential in the plastic management ecosystem. The event was attended by the wife of the state governor, Bamidele Abiodun, and other traditional rulers, the State Commissioner of Environment, community leaders, as well as environmentalists and leaders of thought.
This enables residents to separate recyclables from organic and general waste at the point of generation. This ensures efficient collection, enhances recycling, and reduces the landfill budget. You can see the twofold of it. While Obama will be doing waste separation at source and compensating people through the Blue Box program, the Minister of the Environment will be doing what we call the community sorting and be compensating people at the community sorting level. There are going to be community centers all over where you bring your waste and you get money. From today onward, it's not ending today. We're introducing the two today, and Obama will do the statewide for the Blue Box program. This combination of those two initiatives forms the backbone of our strategy in mainstreaming the waste to wealth and promote environmental responsibility and drive climate-smart urban development.
The Lagos State government has unveiled the Eko Flavours Junior Competition, aimed at inspiring new generation of junior chefs that will integrate agricultural education and food into their creative journey. State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusoya, who made this known in Alausa Ikeja, says the initiative will kick off online from June the 16th, that is today, to the 30th, and the grand finale will hold next month, July the 26th. She says the competition will create a space for children to showcase their culinary talent and inspire creativity in the sector, and the winner will receive 3 million naira.
Last year, the Lagos State government launched the Eko Flavours competition for young citizens to showcase their cooking skills. This year, the Lagos State Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems, as well as its partners, are set for the junior edition of the Eko Flavours culinary competition. Children under the ages of 10 to 13 are targeted in this competition, which also involves the State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education to help shortlist a new generation of young chefs into the food systems space.
You have people who are cooking already, but sometimes a launching pad is just what is required to take them to the next level. I think for us, the essence of having this culinary competition is to showcase that agriculture and food is not just about growing food alone. It goes beyond that. It is an end-to-end system from the farmer at the farm gate to the food you have on your plate, which has been prepared by a chef or your mom or your dad, your brother, your sister, whosoever it is, your grandma. Anyone who is preparing your food for you is actually the major stakeholder in utilizing those produce that has been prepared or produced by the farmer and, making it a wholesome meal for you. So we understand the place of our chefs, our culinary creators in the scheme of things, and we would love to appreciate them.
One of the partners says the initiative is about spotlighting talented young Nigerians who can help promote healthy eating habits.
We're combining education, we're combining creativity, family engagement, and generally a nationwide buzz. And the objectives are for early interest in the culinary arts, encouraging creativity, promoting healthy eating and food sustainability education. And once we pick our top 50, they will be coming to the Lagos Fresh Food Hub at Ejiro Machine for a shopping session. the top 15 contestants will come to the shop, and then they will go back home to prepare a meal, and then they send us these videos of them preparing the meals, which we would now post, and then a public voting starts.
Family bonding will be achieved with the junior edition of Eko Flavours, and parents are advised to support their children.
I see this as a means of bringing family together, especially from the very young age, where we begin to expose our children to learn and to carry out, cooking of food in the family. Many families live in the homes, but everyone with their phones hiding somewhere. You pick your food from the kitchen, you go to your own corner, and bit by bit, little by little, families are getting disconnected. So I see this as a means of families reconnecting and also having, oneness and togetherness in the homes once again.
The state government says a portal will be open for parents to sending their children's short videos of what they prepared, and the winner will walk away with 3 million naira.
The portal for submission will be on up until June 20th, 19th or 20th. So the portal will be open for about a week for kids to actually send in, or their parents to help send in their video entries, which should not be more than 90 seconds, or maybe at best 2 minutes. And for this period, and then subsequently after, there will be rounds of sifting again for us to distill from a number of about 50 entries to 20, and then from 20 to those who would be partaking in the competition itself. And then you have the quarterfinals, you have the semifinals, and then you have the finals. So the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals will take place between July 24th, 25th to 26th. The main prize would be 3 million naira plus gifts from the brand sponsors. You also have the first runner-up with 2 million naira and gifts also from sponsors, and then the second runner-up would have 1 million naira with gifts from sponsors.
The Lagos state government says the Eko Flavours Junior competition is open to children in public and private schools to ensure a brighter future for them and also make them forces to be reckoned with in the food sector.
Eko Flavours Junior, flavors of the future.
That brings Newsroom series to a close today. Thank you for watching. I'm Aluminium Call.